You will never realize, even you, you are soon going to be called an old man. They say in a vehicle, when you will be traveling, you will hear them say, hey, Ebu, simama huyo mzee akae. Simama huyo mzee. Then you start looking for then you start looking around. Kumbe it is you.
What other song do you like to play for us? But first of all, introduce yourself. What is your name and who are you?
My name, I'm Benson Ruhirita. Benson Ruhirita, as I said, was born in 1958 on 20th of April. And I'm born in the remote area of Uganda, to the border with Rwanda, a place called Kabare district. That was called Kigezi by then. That is where I originate. But nowadays we live somewhere in Mbarara, another area in Uganda. That's where we stay now. And I have been living in Kenya here since 1975.
Since 1975?
Yes,
so
believe me. I have not liked to be a Kenyan.
Why,
I want to remain a Ugandan.
You know, it was funny that recently is when I knew that you are a Ugandan.
Yeah.
Remember the time I asked you?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been knowing you are a courier. I don't know why it was emerging to me.
Very many people, even the courier themselves today, if you went and told them that I'm not a courier, they would refuse.
Where is the connection?
They would say,
because the name sounds courier.
They would say, this is a courier, we know him. They would.
It sounds to me like a courier.
Yes. Much, I don't know how the name comes to rhyme with the courier names.
Yeah, even your accent.
Yes,
courier.
It does, yeah. So it does. In fact,
for many years I knew you, I discovered just a year ago that you are a Ugandan.
I have even a foster father. He died some 2 years ago in Kuria. You know, that is my family. I have land in Kuria, you know. Yeah.
That could be the reason as to why we see you.
I have land in Kuria. In fact, they know me as a courier, full stop.
Yeah.
By 1991, by the way, I was already an adult.
Okay.
Because I started teaching as a P1 teacher in 1983.
Wow. You have a long history. When you used to play this in college, I think ladies were coming all over.
Oh, man.
Tell me the story.
Even, I want to tell you this. It is interesting. That even the whites, you know, Kamagambo was utterly occupied by the whites, Americans. They used to wonder how I'm playing this instrument.
The black guy is doing it.
Yeah, but upside down. That is the better part.
That is the point.
Yeah, the better part.
Upside down.
Upside down. How does this guy play this one in his own style, upside down, and yet
he's killing it.
He produces good music out of it. Man, it was fantastic.
They were coming all over you.
They used to come and admire me right from my house.
Okay.
They would always, always wonder, say, hey, how are you doing it?
Were you playing
Who
it in
taught
church
you?
Or just around?
Yes, I used to play it in church. Whenever we go for teaching practice outside, I would play it.
And now that you are a teacher and playing this, do you play it to the kids?
My dear, you need to come here during the week of prayer.
Wow.
Down here. You'll get some
Kids
good music. Kids love it.
Wow.
They love it.
They see
Everyone wants to touch it. They call me grandpa. Grandpa of music.
You know, I remember one day you said that you don't know that you are old until they told you that
Sure. You will never realize, even you, you are soon going to be called an old man. They say in a vehicle, when you will be traveling, you will hear them say, hey, Ebu, simama huyo mzee akae. Simama huyo mzee. Then you start looking around. Kumbe it is you.
But this must be bringing joy throughout your life.
It does, man.
They say music does good to health.
What they say in music, they say music soothes it soothes. That's an English word. It's just like it smears some oil on the heart.
Sure.
It soothes the heart. So when you are depressed, music can do it.
You, but even your family.
You remember the case of Saul?
Yeah.
When he was depressed, it's out of,
Yeah, sure.
he could call David to come and play a harp. Yeah, comparative to this one.
Wow.
So this is a harp. So when you are depressed, man, you just call me, I come and I tune it on.
I will never be
then you are off.
as long as I have your number.
You are on.
Give us another special item through this. Listen
Man.
From now to the next.
Yes.
What a music, what an item.
This
this is the originality of the songs.
Yes,
music, yeah.
yes. It's this instrument produces original tunes. The tunes are original. In any case, you see, if you looked at this side here, you'd notice that there are very many black keys here. These keys produce a nice harmony. A harmony which has tenor and bass and baritone, actually.
Okay.
The three of them.
So they also have.
So when you are holding these notes, you notice they are on a line. You put your finger like this.
Okay.
So you don't hold one, you hold several of them. And as you hold several of them, there are 5 in one line. All those 5 produce a tone. So imagine you are playing 5 tones here, you are also playing 2 here.
7 at once.
That is 7
At once.
at once.
Your brain must be at work.
Yeah, yes, you must concentrate. That's why I cannot play it and sing at the same time.
Okay, you cannot play and sing
No,
at the same time.
no, because you have got to concentrate on both
It
sides.
looks like it's an easy tune thing.
Oh no, it seems it is easy when you are looking at it.
Old outreach. Still in the current outreach.
Oh man,
doing your thing.
I'll ever be in outreach. I'll be in outreach until I leave Baraton.
You love so much.
I do. I love outreach. Outreach has been my source of inspiration. Yeah, because in here you don't have time to preach. So whenever we go out, you preach.
You have your time.
Yeah, you have time to preach. You have time to play your instrument.
Okay.
In the bush there. The time we went to Masai Mara there. Masai Mara. To which is that school? Yeah, Transmara there. Yeah, there is a school, Shaltuka. The Shaltukas. We went to that school. There is no electricity. Yeah, there was no electricity. So there I had to go. They said the music. They said where is he getting the electricity? Yeah. Everyone wanted to see whether I'm carrying a battery. They said they didn't see any.
This perfectly fit into that village.
It fits in the remote areas.
And the music is kept live.
Man, it is kept alive. And this one instrument, this one, can play for a congregation of 2,000 people.
It's loud enough.
It is loud enough. You don't need speakers.
Is this the same as what Munish uses?
Yes, exactly.
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 You get inspired by Munish?
I was inspired,
You
very,
play in a Munish song?
very inspired. No. His songs are quite dramatic and complicated because he uses a keyboard.
Oh, then
Play some rhythms which I cannot produce on accordion alone. These you know, those must be produced from a keyboard.
so for you, even Biblia Sinyat, you cannot do it in this.
Pardon?
My Biblia Sinyat, you can't do it in this.
My Biblia?
My song, you know my song, Biblia Sinyat. When I sing.
I may not do it because like even some Swahili, songs, not the hymns.
Okay.
The Swahili songs,
normal songs.
Yeah, they are difficult to play because they are very fast. Yeah.
And this,
and this one is a bit slow.
okay, and it fits into
These hymns. Yeah, it likes hymns.
Who inspires you in this? An international.
My source of inspiration, I'm inspired by Mexico. You have watched these Mexico movies.
Yeah.
Most of them, they play the, what do they call it? They call it,
Is it classical?
there is a name they call them, I don't know, the classicals, but they always have accordion in their music. If you realize,
You really follow those.
I do follow Mexico movies. I follow them because they have this one.
Your thing, yeah. You have to be there.
No, I'm greatly inspired by the Mexicans
Okay.
because they like playing accordion and very well.
What have you achieved by having this for many years, and what do you intend to do with this? Because soon maybe you might retire from teaching profession.
Sure.
What do you want to do with this one? Is it going to be something that you shall be telling your kids, I want when I die, you put it here and I sleep with it?
You're right. I want this one to be in my archives at home.
At home?
It must be there.
Yeah.
They say one time our dad or our grandpa was playing this instrument.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm keeping it safe, at least that when I grow up, I can no longer play, I can keep it. There is a gentleman who was a senator in Migori, Machage. That Machage with the beards, with the bearded man from Korea. He was the first senator when they introduced this Majimboism. That man, we used to play together an accordion. He had an accordion like this one.
Machage?
Yeah, the senator. You know, he's a PK.
Yeah,
he's a PK. And up to now, as I'm talking, the man is very old now, but he still has his accordion. I went and asked him why he's still keeping it. He said, this is my archive. It makes me remember those days. His father was playing it also. You know, left it to him. But with a small accordion, the other one with these buttons. Then he bought a bigger one with these keys. So he says, I'll keep it. When I die, my great-grandchildren will see it.
And the time must have his name written.
Yes. It tells it all that once upon a time, this man was a musician.
Mwalimu Ruhirita moved to Kenya when he was just 17. He's been liking the accordion since he was just a small boy. 10 years old, he admired it. Then years later, around 25 years, he started having this as a companion in music, making it the best at all the times, playing it around his house for visitors in church. Everywhere he goes, we have known him, some of us, for a long time. And he continues to be inspired by the Mexican movies. So he says that this will be part and parcel of his life story. It will be told through his kids through his generation that the accordion is part and parcel of the inspiration through hymnals that he does. Lekishon Laban for Mwalimu Ruhirita Baraton. Gonga.
Asante sana.
Tunaweza cheza tukitembea hivi.
Asante sana.